Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. This news is from Burkina Faso. One of the videos that I love so much. It's no video that I like, but I love anything concerning food because of the poisons that we have been eating. The agriculture minister has visited one of the villages, eternally displaced people who are trying to settle down. But how can they settle down? Some were there a year ago, some just joined them this month. So he decided to visit them. And you know how we do it in Africa. You can't go with empty hand. He went to give them what I would call a starter pack to start their life once again. Families, please listen and watch. I'll be back. He gave a speak, but it is in the mother tongue. I intentionally put it there so anyone who can understand it will translate it for us under the comment section. See you, families.
In the commune of Barsalgo, the Minister of State in charge of Agriculture today handed over small and large ruminants to the populations of the villages of Gabu, Tamasco, and Basma in the village of Gabu. This donation is intended to help the resettled populations strengthen their resilience. In total, 85 kits of breeding stock for small ruminants and 15 kits of breeding stock for large ruminants were distributed to 100 people. A report by Martin Wedrago and Jacques Wedrago.
Commander Ishmael SOMBIE meets with the populations of the resettled villages of Gabu, Tamasco, and Basma in the commune of Barsalgo. This time, it is not a visit to the agricultural fields, but rather the Minister of State, Minister of Agriculture and Animal and Fishery Resources has come to meet them to fulfill the promise he made to these returning populations on October 1st in order to strengthen their resilience. 255 small ruminants, 30 cattle, and more than 12 tons of livestock feed for the benefit of 70 women and 30 men. This is the substance of the promise made to these populations. After handing over these animals, the minister addresses the beneficiaries in a straightforward manner.
Muangwa kwayambungu da toto tika zembafi tiam ton ta fiere libo pour na libo miton kateka bangitulun same ya wuto daji la bangeti muangwa kwayambungu da toto tika zembafi tiam ton ta fiere libo pour na libo miton kateka bangitulun same ya wuto daji hiti podam de ya rogo ni nyam sa yibu la nankon ni ka faaw I handire bi morota fiwa mu han fiera gongang me la yesi mam tahya tik bam ha more bi nyam me razinie am yele ayo haya gabula mie ni bar solo lamba akazin le o yikin yal same bala o bi to ga ya soba obe rika sarme nan yiye me da point donc son ninga hante son ayam ti yiye me da point e son kanga ton menanta la mente siamba.
After spending 3 years away from their locality without bringing anything back, these animals received will allow these returning populations to rebuild their herds. And it is a population that is very happy with these authorities for keeping their promise, and that too within 20 days. There you have it.
It's already been a year since we returned home. And to be honest, we have
Always felt the presence of the authorities at our side. We have never been
abandoned and The current situation we observe today serves as undeniable and palpable proof of this very concept, demonstrating its validity and impact in a way that can be clearly perceived and understood by everyone involved.
It's a complete satisfaction for me to see the people of Montessor receiving special attention from the highest authorities in the country.
Commander Ishmael SOMBIE once again leaves with a list of requests from his people who are in a vulnerable situation. This concerns the construction of boreholes to enable them to practice market gardening and farming, always with the aim of increasing their resilience. This request is already being processed, reassures the Minister of State.
Thank you so much for listening and watching. You can tell the excitement in their faces. They were not expecting it, but they got it. You know, that our leaders are too clever and they love to give more, because if you don't give starter pack, what would they do? Their life will be miserable. And so giving them this starter pack help them a lot, and also give them purpose of coming back, and they are not going to leave them alone. The security minister was also touring the villages that they have reclaimed to see the security matters, because if they leave them, can you imagine if you plant something in a farm and you leave it and you do not water it, you do not weed under it, what will happen? Will it come out successfully? No. So they have to be going there, visiting the VDPs, the military, everything, taking stock, what they need, listen to them and provide for them. Please watch him, what he also did. I'll be back.
The Minister of Security made a tour of the Kulse region last Saturday. Divisional Police Commissioner Mahamadou Zana went to encourage the defense and security forces as well as the volunteers for the defense of the homeland stationed in this part of Burkina. He also congratulated the local populations for their resilience and discussed with them the need to maintain collaboration and cohesion between the defense and security forces and the population for a certain victory against the forces of evil. We learn more with Momunewaga.
The Minister of Security spoke with the troops in this locality of the Bam province in the Kulse region, a place that had previously experienced terrorist incursions. This created panic and uncertainty. But very quickly, and on the instructions of the highest authorities, combat units were deployed there, working together with the volunteers for the defense of the homeland. Thanks to this synergy of action, the fighting spirit of the men and the courage of the people, the commune remains standing. And the Minister of Security and his colleagues commend the results achieved on the ground.
It was my solemn duty, as the individual primarily and directly responsible for overall security, to undertake this important trip to actively encourage the dedicated FDS and VDP personnel present here, and also to sincerely congratulate them for all the significant and commendable actions they have diligently taken. But also to congratulate this population, which has shown great resilience and which today enables a synergy of action with the FDS and VDP to maintain an acceptable level of security. So it is also appropriate for me to congratulate and encourage everyone, including all the great chiefs who are here with me today.
Elsewhere, the same observation, the vigor of the response, the promptness in action, and the striking power of the men now allow for the resettlement of several villages. Everywhere, Minister Sana commends the commitment and bravery of all the forces. To the populations, Minister Mahamadou Sana calls for determination and for strengthening collaboration.
As long as there is very good collaboration between the defense and security forces, the volunteers for the defense of the homeland, and the population, it goes without saying that the security situation will improve. But if there is a breakdown in this collaboration, it will inevitably have an impact on the security context in the city. We also took the opportunity to work on neutralizing all forms of complicity, because we need to ask ourselves the right questions. If these people are still able to feed themselves, if they are still able to move around, if they are still able to get medical care, it's because somewhere people continue to supply them. And if we work to put an end to and cut off these sources of funding, it goes without saying that the capacity of these enemies of the nation will decrease. And obviously a positive impact on security.
This visit also allows the delegation to hear some of the concerns from the units on the ground.
A good part has already been resolved, and of course there is another part that we will examine very soon, so that we can also provide a prompt solution. In any and all cases, we have always made it abundantly clear that whatever the specific situation may be, we will steadfastly fight to defend our cherished land and to protect our beloved people.
At every stage, the minister reaffirms the vision of the head of state, Captain Ibrahim Traore, whose fight for the integrity of the territory and sovereignty requires the commitment of every Burkinabe. The minister's visit is part of the effort to motivate the troops engaged in the reconquest of the national territory.
Thank you so much for listening and watching. You have listen to them, their request and everything. Whenever they give request, well, when they talk about water, it is done. I will show you in one of my videos. They are going village to village, just like the internet, the electricity, the water to the ones that are spoiled, they are repairing them and then they are putting new ones with generators. So I will share that video separate as well. They are doing whatever they can do to make these villages feel comfortable, and hopefully some of these villages will become prettier than even the cities. You wait and see. They have plans for them, because if they don't live well, some of them will go back to what they are doing. And like Minister for Security said, those who are providing for them, they have to cut them off. Those who are helping them, they have to cut everything that makes them successful. And if that happens, hopefully they will come to their senses and they will give up. And there will not be any new recruit that will go and die for no reason. Anyway, families, I will leave you here. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be back with more on this matter. I don't want the video to be long. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning family, thank you so much. God bless you all. My new members, thank you so much for your contributions. Thank you all. God bless you all for what you are doing on this channel. God bless you. Credit to our TV News Faso 7, BF1, and Burkina 24. I'll be back with more updates on the reclaimed villages. So I'll see you. Bye-bye.